When you're 6 years old, moving 100 miles away from your dad is very stressful and anxiety-producing situation. One day, we were living as a close family in Tarboro, North Carolina. My mother, my father, my older brother, and me. The next day, we were in Chapel Hill. My mom, my brother, me, but no dad. Not having my dad in my family every day was hard. It was confusing. I would see him every so often on the weekends, but I still missed him so much during the week. And for the longest time, I really didn't understand why we were separated. It wasn't until I read from a workbook I had from the Hill Center that I started to understand what was going on. As I read, my mom started to cry. Not tears of pain or sadness, but tears of happiness. It became clear to me then that I was different and that this moment was one of the reasons why we were in Chapel Hill. My typical day would begin at around 7 a.m. We would get in the car, we would go get some chicken biscuits or a Pop-Tart for the road. My mom would drop me off at the Hill Center where I would take classes until noon. Then she would pick me up from the Hill and we would go get lunch, sometimes McDonald's with milkshakes in the car. Mom would drop me at Scroggs Elementary School where I would finish the school day. Then back in the car with my mom to my therapist appointment. Then back into the car to go back home where my tutor would meet us. We would do homework, and then I will have dinner, then bedtime at 9:30 or 10 p.m. Wake up the next day and do the whole thing over again. Day after day after day. It wasn't easy, and there were hard days, especially when I was missing my dad. I needed him. I needed him to comfort me on bad days. I needed his companionship, his advice. I just needed my father. But then, things started to click what once seemed impossible to do without help. I started to do on my own, reading and actually truly understanding what I was reading and being able to write about it and analyze its meaning. For years, I was taught, supported, and cared for by educators at Hill and tutors and therapists. These people were everything to me. And the irony is that once you get to that place you have always been seeking, it becomes time to say goodbye to those who got you there. I stopped attending Hill in 5th grade, and in 6th grade, my mom, brother, and I moved back home where we could all be a family again. My family made the ultimate sacrifice for me to learn skills to succeed. Leaving Rocky Mount when I was 6 was like removing pieces out of a jigsaw puzzle. That is my family. The only thing is that over time, those pieces grew and changed, and when it was time to be put back together, the pieces didn't fit perfectly. There was friction and stress and a very serious adjustment. But like every challenge that has ever come our way, my family made it work. What I've learned about my family is that there isn't a single obstacle or challenge that we can't face and overcome. We Moors are fighters, and together we can do anything. Like next year, I'm heading to college. Not just that, I'm currently choosing between multiple colleges, some of whom offered me a scholarship. So I now have a decision to make, and I could not be more grateful to all the people who helped me make this decision possible. My teachers, tutors, therapists, and most of all, my family. Thank you so much.